Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Zoom information session today. We have Paul Jennings, coordinator for Civil Engineering Technician, Construction Engineering Technician, and Survey Engineering Technician. Paul, how you doing?
I'm good, Dan. How you doing?
Very good. Paul, before we jump into the programs, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your professional background?
Sure. I've been at Loyalist College now for about 7 years. I teach mainly in the surveying, construction, and municipal engineering programs. And prior to that, I worked in all those industries as well. My background is a survey engineering degree from Ryerson in Toronto.
Wonderful. Thanks, Paul. Paul, can you tell us a little bit about these programs and kind of the difference between the three?
Yeah, sure. They're definitely all related. That's why we cluster them together. All of them deal with the construction industry in some way. The civil engineering most people are familiar with is the idea of designing and building roads, bridges, buildings, anything you think of from an infrastructure point of view. The construction engineering program emphasizes the construction management and business side of the industry, and the surveying engineering program has a focus, first of all, on the measurement science of construction. Secondly, it has a specialty in cadastral or boundary surveying.
When a lot of people think of, construction and civil and surveying, I mean, it sounds like, you're outside a lot, but that's not necessarily the case with these programs, correct?
That's true. You can certainly, it attracts a lot of people who want to have jobs outside, and that is a big portion of the students we get, but it is definitely not a requirement of the job. In fact, there's in today's day and age of computers and design and virtual learning and reality, you certainly have just as many jobs indoors working on a computer doing 3D design for civil engineering construction projects as we have outside. So really the students have a choice, and in fact most of our students like the idea of having a job that allows them to do both. So sometimes they're in the office and sometimes they're out in the field. It gives them a little bit of variety in their day.
Wonderful. Thank you for clarifying that. Paul, can you tell us a little bit about your program's experiential learning opportunities?
Yeah, sure. We're pretty lucky here at Loyalist. We have a large campus, 200 acres. That allows us a lot of opportunity on the land surveying side. The students really get exposed to practical projects. We actually design and lay out full-scale roads and subdivisions right here on campus. We also have a material testing lab, which uses all the industry standard tests for concrete and asphalt. And students learn how to do the tests in the field. And then, of course, we have lots of industry standard computer labs. So all the current software used by the industry is what the students will be learning on as far as their practical assignments go in the classes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Paul, what makes your program unique?
Well, a couple of things. The survey program itself is in fact unique in the province. There's no other college level program that teaches both engineering survey skills as well as the cadastral land surveying skills that our program does. So that certainly makes it stand out, makes it very popular for recruiting from land surveying companies across the world. But even the civil and construction programs are very unique in the sense that Loyalist College is able to have a lot of interaction. A lot of our classes, the students from civil engineering could take a class with environmental students or architectural students. And of course, the surveying and construction students all have some of their classes together and some of their classes apart. So it really gives them a better learning experience when they can interact with those industries and professionals, just like they will be in their future careers.
Paul, I always hear students talk about the wonderful placements they get through your program, which often leads to employment. Can you tell me a little bit about how you connect your students with industry through placements?
Yeah, no problem. There's a few different ways. We definitely have a lot of local employers who approach us to get placement students every year because they have such a high demand and they like the quality of the students that we're producing. But it's also, the students also have the opportunity to bring a placement to us. So many of them who aren't from the local area will request placements maybe back in their hometown or at another location where they have already had some kind of interaction. So maybe it's a neighbor or a relative owns a company that they want to go work for. And so, we're really just two ways. The students can find a placement, or we have a lot of placements available. Our placement opportunities are open to the construction engineering and the survey engineering programs currently here at Loyalist.
Paul, many of your graduates are very successful. Can you share with us some of their success stories?
Yeah, there's certainly lots of local success stories where students are from Belleville and come here to Loyalist and then continue to work in the community, whether it's with professional engineering companies in town, heavy construction, a municipal government. The current head of the municipal roads division in the city of Belleville is a graduate of Loyalist College, for example. A lot of our students also choose to take what they've learned here at Loyalist and move on to university. So they get credits.
Oh, very cool.
Moving on and getting a degree and become professional engineers. And we also have a pretty good history of students from an entrepreneurial point of view where they start their own companies, whether it be in land surveying or construction inspection, et cetera.
Very cool. Paul, here's the last question for you. This is a bit of a personal one. Can you tell us what you love most about Loyalist?
I think Loyalist is great because the sense of community. I think it's really nice. The class sizes are relatively small, and it seems like all the professors and staff and students get to know each other a little bit better, maybe than in a larger setting. It makes it very rewarding at the end of every year when we have a convocation ceremony and you see the students graduating, and you kind of feel a sense of pride and community that they're going to go out and be successful and have a great career. So I think that's the thing I like the most about Loyalist College is that kind of personal interaction that we have in our setting here.
Paul, I'd like to sincerely thank you for discussing our civil engineering technician, construction engineering technician, and survey engineering technician programs with us. For those of you that have any questions about these programs or any programs at Loyalist, please visit our website to book an advising appointment. You can also email recruiter@loyalistcollege.com. We thank you and look forward to hearing from you.